Hello, whoever is there. You are now in Japan. Pan more to make it start. That means one more slice of bread, but in this case it's toast. Stevie B. Do I know you, Stevie? It's going good. I've washed my hair, washed my head, washed my arms. Life couldn't be better. Apart from the coffee machine's broken down. Well, one of them. Where are you, Stevie B? You get any relation to Stevie P? Seattle. What's the weather like? Rain? That is the one of my favourite shows is from Seattle. I've heard there's a lot of rain in Seattle, Steve. Is that true? I've got a friend who comes from Seattle. His name is Darimple. Oh, that's good. But he goes by the name of Dave Olaf. He's been in one or two of my videos as well. Hello, viewer number 2. Where are you from? If you went out in America, how much could you get breakfast for? Like Denny's here is about $5, $6. So, title PewDiePie gets adopted. I've heard that PewDiePie wants to come to Japan, but they won't let him in, even though he's even though he's a multi-millionaire, they won't let him in. So I've thought of adopting him. And all he has to do is just give a shout out to his dad's channel. That's it. Excuse me. Steve, I'm just going to get a cup of coffee, mate. Hang on. I'll be right back. Hey, I just popped out for some coffee, and there comes my second round of toast. Thank you. pop that in the tea to soften it up. So the second round of toast is, they came and then they went, okay. I am in just north of Nagoya. Which is alright. Is it evening time, Steve? Have you eaten your evening meal? Hello people, no problem. My name is Gary channel in Japan. Coming up to 5,000 videos soon. Oh, we feel like if she was that out of interest or was it working? Well, it's certainly the best time to come now because about 40, the dollar used to be like 78 yen to the dollar, and so it's in value 110 now. So it's 30% better off now for your traveling yen. Which part did you go to? Okay. I guess generally speaking the best place to go to is Tokyo. And again I think, well, if you got one of those travelling machine Shinkansen tickets, yeah. If you think I could sue him, Ed? What do you think? Should I forgive or sue? Retaliate. No, that. I can't remember which one did it. When I go to the yard, I find out, I just go look at him a little bit and go, when he bows his head, that'll be him. Well, there's a lot of things in Tokyo, and it's nice in Tokyo. Yeah. Glad there went a lot of tea in that cup. French, I think they're fantastic. I had a live stream the other week with two fucking kudasai. I want a fucking.
付近。はい、かしこまりました。
Okay. I'm teaching the words already. The fucking is a dishcloth. I'm not fucking kidding. Yeah, I've been to Taiwan. When we went to
こちら付近です。ご利用ください。失礼いたします。
yeah, this fucking is fucking disgusting. It's fucking filthy. This is what they're wiping tables with. This is what they wipe tables with in this restaurant. I don't know. Yeah, me and the wife took the kids to Bali, and we stopped over in Taiwan. Oh yeah, the other week I was chatting to two French girls, and it was great. For 2 hours I was entertaining them. That is verbally, by the way. Haru. When you say high quality, do you mean like the... look at that, I've learned how to do that now. I can make it smaller. I'm going to crush his little head. Do you mean it's high quality content or just high quality? It's a uafue, I don't know, farfue, and it's one of the best cameras videos on the market. Ohio, because I must will. It reminds me of parfait. Parfait, monsieur. How is your French, Blackadder? Parfait, monsieur. But I think you will need to go to Mongolia. That's why I pay 10,000 yen a month for it. Oh no! Yeah, but I suppose it's not just. I suppose it's what it's streamed in as well. You know how many pixels per whatever. Maybe today I got lucky. Is it semi-usual or different? So it's not content then. It's just I've got there you go. And there was me trying my best. Any PewDiePie fans signed in? Just trying to catch them, you know what I mean? What do you think about PewDiePie having a new daddy? Pew, your dad wants to go out. Give me a couple of million. Yen, of course. Don't want to get greedy. I am staring into your souls. This could be a new thing. I remember once I was, and someone else has said this as well, the Chris Abroad, and I was in yakitori and I was looking into the screen, and my own cousin, and the guy said, "Get your fucking face out of the way, you know, let's look at something else." But like I said, I put it this way, so sometimes you can see people passing. This fucking is fucking disgusting. Yeah, I know. You remember when you were a kid and you used to wash things and you get a dishcloth and it gets dirty after a few months, and then you wash it and get a new one and you rinse it out and you smell it and, oh, this is good to go. Or you put it in a washing machine if you had a washing machine. Not here. I actually, Ed, I did have some antlers, some small ones, and I was thinking, oh, that's it. I maybe was going to put them on like a reindeer for Santa Claus. Do you know? I was thinking when the finances get sorted out, I was thinking of going to. I might ask my new best mate, Johnny. So I was thinking of going to Nara and doing interviews for Santa's new reindeers. What do you think? I remember when we went to, well, it was a good occasion actually, because my friend died the next day. But in the restaurants in Austria, but I don't know if it's like this in Germany as well. But the walls are just lined with deer's heads and antlers. Fucking busy taxidermists in Germany. I was watching something last night on Japanese TV, or clip of something, and there was a guy that had got like a Hitler moustache and glasses. I just found that very, very strange. No, I've never been hunting. I was going to Manchester one Saturday morning for a weekend with the Royal Marines, and I swerved to miss 6 pheasant, and then thought, because I knew somebody at there that could the cook, he could like cook them up. So I tried to reverse. So I stopped the car, put it in reverse, and I tried to I tried to run them over. That's about as far as I've done with hunting. I've done shooting, shot all kinds of weapons, but not a shotgun. Not a shotgun. Thanks, Thomas. What was funny about the fucking... Ed will like this one. Ed, what cloth do you use? What cloth do Japanese use to wipe an elephant's arse? You got it? Give you time to reply. Yeah, yeah, you're right. Well, because they just come up for food, don't they? What are they going to be like when they're job hunting? Or gaijin hunting? I wonder if Ryan will make an appearance. Oh, okay. Yeah. Could catch your attention dressed in Nara as Santa. My beard's getting really big now, isn't it? So yesterday I went we were working really hard this weekend, and I went, this is Gusto, Dirty Glasses Gusto, and I went into this Famimat. What was it, Famimat? Anyway, so this guy goes in, I'm really fucking tired, it's about 8 o'clock, I've been up since 6:30, managed to get an extra half hour. And this guy shouts to me, "Are you Santa?" I said, "Yeah." Then he says, "Are you Santa?" I said, "Yeah." And then he asks again, "Are you Santa?" I said, "For the 3rd fucking time, yes, I am Santa." What kind of kid makes Santa swear, eh? I've got a Facebook friend in Canada, and I think he does a lot of hunting. He's always eating venison. Did I ever get in a fight over there? A few. I think I've covered them in videos. Ed didn't. Ed doesn't believe me. But. Well, it's not just. No, well, they weren't really fights. I just smacked people. So. No, that's. Some kids are busy. They've got school the next day. It's breakfast time, Thomas. I've just had 2 slices of toast. I've got about 600 yen on me. And I've got enough to pay the credit card and my school driving license fee of 23,000. So I'm as happy as can be. And I've got a couple of jobs lined up this week, so we're all right for now. Oh, did it bounce up into the winds? Because sometimes they're deadly, those things, aren't they? If the deer jumps up or whatever, or it rolls up, because it fucking 200 or 300 kilograms coming through your front window. That's not good, is it? And especially if he's pissed off, starts fucking fucker. But don't they sometimes total cars, the deer? I drove across America, and as I was getting Northern California, we just, yeah, I would. You should look up Justin sparring Justin Ginther. It's my old mate, and we had a sparring match. That's quite interesting and funny. Yeah, like I said, when I was going across Northern California, you started seeing all these signs, you know, warning you about deer, because of course I'd never driven through that type of district before, so it's a surprise to me. So I was watching out with I was watching out, and the gunner on the roof was also told them to pay attention. Fucking throw carcasses onto right from overhead, just for a fucking laugh. That's fucking nasty, isn't it? Oh, so it wasn't a full-on smash then, Will. Yeah, Kimbo Slice, rest in peace, Silicon. Another fucking drug taker. I remember watching him when he first came on the scene, and he was like frightening. But I don't think he fared so well against real boxers, did he? Yeah, I've seen are you from Canada, Will? They're a ton, aren't they? Those things. They're fucking mad. I remember seeing one story where one stomped an old man to death. That was a moose knuckle duster. I got that from Karen Ryan. Is it Karen Ryan? She's Canadian, but she's in England now telling her jokes. It's funny. My sister's youngest daughter, she told me that, I'm sure everyone's heard it. What do you call a deer with no eyes? No idea. What do you call a dead deer with no eyes? Still no idea. What's it like in Maine? Is that the smallest state, that Maine? Is that Kentucky? Is that the capital of Maine? In a bucket, dear Elmer, dear Elmer, dear, is it dear Wilma? You're so bored. Well, I think you better go to fucking school before you get that bored. That's why you're so bored, because you didn't do your homework. B-O-R-E-D. And there's a clip on Conan where the Canadian comedian, you know, the crazy guy, he was on with a hot piece of stuff, and Carrot Top had made a film with this very gorgeous girl from a television series in America, a blonde girl, and and so the film was called Chairman of the Board, BOARD, and this Canadian comedian said, and Conan said, make a joke about that, and he goes, Chairman of the Board, BORED. Oh, good, okay. That's a tough. That is a golf place, isn't it? Golf tournament, Augusta. Okay, I knew it was a small place. Thomas, don't I know you? Are you from Ireland? Yeah, there's. Have a look at how I got to Japan. I am thinking of doing some videos on, but just for Patreon, and I'm going to talk about my millionaire brothers and how they are shits. Yeah, Tez can. Yeah, you can. There's 5,000 videos. Just type in anything. Just type in R Gary and then a subject and then it'll pop up. Like I said, it must be coming up to. And can anybody look for me? It's about 4,870 maybe. I've got about just over 100 for 5,000, and then I can go into the worldly thing in the sky, like Logan's Run. Can anybody see pink in this beard? Is it still there? I mean, I don't mean the singer, I mean the colour. Saya, no, that would be nice. I didn't hear from Saya. I should have got a fucking... See, I've got friends that they take all the numbers of the girls and things like that, go online, blah, blah, blah. Then they get in touch, but when they get in touch with them, they don't really reply, so I guess there's not much point, but... I do some comedy. Thomas, are you from Ireland? I've done a few comedy sketches, comedy skits. One was Indian with another mate, an actor. I mentioned him before, Dave Olaf. And then I did one on Abercrombie and Fitch. I did on the homeless. I've done a couple of skits on the homeless with other people. Yeah, just type in R Gary Homeless and those videos will pop up. I did a skit with the bishop. I was a bishop. I did a skit in the Red Rock. Shitty farmland. Don't denigrate farmland. We need that to feed us in the future. Apparently, we're going to be short on food when Brexit happens. I once went to Norfolk. There was a flight. We got a cheap flight. I had to get to Norfolk for this one flight every 2 weeks, and I ended up sleeping in this basement of an apartment block on the ground floor. And then coming back, I got a lift. I was right near the airport, and I got a lift straight from Norfolk over towards Sheffield. I think it was right Sheffield. I got in the petrol tanker. And the guy said, I says, wait, he says, where you going? He says, Sheffield. He says, you lucky bastard. And he took me all the way. Are you married? Are you married, Ed? I didn't know that. Is she of a Japanese persuasion? Well, I've always got lots of ideas, but like if anyone's got like an idea for a comedy sketch, go ahead. But thanks a lot, pal. Yeah, I don't watch. Am I the only one that doesn't find the Three Stooges funny? So my dad used to say to me, that's too daft. He didn't say to me, he would say it if we were watching something, and say, that's too daft to laugh at. And The Office was not daft enough or anything to laugh at. I like his latest, Ricky Gervais's latest series on Afterlife. He was going to call it Afterbirth, but then he gave it another thought. Oh, the sun's out again. I can't believe it. The sun is out again in my city. That's like real. There's been like one bad day in the last 8 days, so it's really good weather. I got my truck. That guy takes his bag with him every time he goes to the toilet, and I don't mean his wife, but he looks like a very heavy bag, so I don't know if it's full of money. I might mug him one of these days. Left or right? Well, you got a right nutter in charge at the moment, haven't you? You know, he might. I thought he was going to get in as soon as like they were calling the voters deplorables. But for all the promises that he made, bento bacco, lovely. I had one of those last night. But all his promises, what Trump turned out, it turns out to be far worse than anyone, far more. This guy cannot be a fucking billionaire. You know, I don't think he's capable of having an intelligent conversation. It's just like, listen to me and we'll do it my way. There's no... I'm still not fluent in Japanese, mate. Just enough to get by. It depends where you come from. If you're Korean, you'll pick it up quicker. If you're Indian, if you speak Urdu, or your verb, when you speak, if your verb is at the end of the sentence, like in Urdu or in Turkish, you'll learn it a lot quicker. But if you're from Europe or the West, it takes more time. It's just like when we learn Spanish or French, we can just place, it's a lot easier to learn. And Koreans and Japanese have difficulties in learning English for the same reason and other reasons. You just patronise me. Thank you very much. That's nice. I like that. As you've only just started, Tez. I appreciate that, mate. Oh, you're off, Tez? In England, Naruto, not really. I haven't got much attention for Naruto. What was I going to say? Yeah, so like in England, or the north of England, people that are called Gary are called Gaz. People that are called Terry are called Tez. And Barry, Baz. Mary, Maz. Oh no, Marx Brothers very funny. Yeah, I think, you know, with the curly, obviously it was the curly haired one that had everybody in stitches, you know. So, but yeah, Marx Brothers are good. They were funny and talented. The the other three fucking idiots. How they became like pretending to poke someone in the eye. Was that it? Yeah, it's called. Yeah, he was. I think he was the dad. There was Zeppo Beppo. The guy went on to say the funniest things with children. Marco and Tarpo. Favourite city in England? My city, Sheffield. Bradford. Actually, my mate who was in the Royal Marines was from Bradford when he joined us, and we went for a night out in Bradford. It's fucking a cracking night out, Gromit. Yeah, really good night out in Bradford. Enjoyed it. Can your mother make a good curry? Sure, man. Thomas, I have no idea what you're talking about, mate. I would love to get into gaming. Well, I like to do it as a video, but like I just got, like I said, I bought an HDMI cable, and I've got a big screen television. I've got like a gaming computer, but that's about as far as I got to doing it. If I get if I ever get the front of the house sorted out, I might bring it all downstairs and then invite people to come and teach me how to do these games. Excuse me. Can anybody give me a time check if you're in Japan? Yeah, the other week some guys from Australia, I did an interview with them, and they were setting me up on the what do you call it, where you can talk all over the world to each other platform. That one, that was a right fucking ball, like getting that sorted out. But maybe I believe it's set up now. But when I cut my head, or when that guy cut my head, a lot of people said I looked like two people said I looked like this character from a game. So yesterday we were trying to break up this frame. It was massive. It was about 10 meters, about 3 meters deep, and about 3 meters high. And it was like, for one sheet of metal, there were about 5 or 6 sheets of metal. There was like 100 welding on the top, sides, bottom. The one sheet of metal, there was about 100 welds what we had to break. That wasn't a lot of fun. Come on. I thought that was a wound, it was some jam. Ed, have you been to Bradford or England? Oh. I thought you might have been stationed there in the Second World War. Boom! Well, I was at Bryce Norton for 2 weeks doing the parachute course, and we went up once or twice in a C-130, but it was too windy to jump out. So the only jump I did was from the most dangerous jump, and that was the balloon jump, 800 meters, 800 feet. Now that is 1,500 feet because too many people were dying. So I guess I was lucky. The order, when you get the order to go, it's like 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, check canopy. It was a static line, and I went 1,000, 2,000. Fucking hell! Normandy invasion. I believe you might have done a Norman invasion. Not many people call Norman these days. Favorite drink? before I did a whiskey, went to a whiskey festival, my favourite drink would have been any 12-year-old tequila, and champagne, of course. Yeah. So, but then 2 years ago, I went to this whiskey tasting contest, not a contest, like an exhibition, and Shirley Temple, well, it's all the kills, isn't it? So I went to this whiskey festival. It was like I didn't have a ticket, but I told them I got a ticket so I could get the cheap price, because it was like 5,000 yen. And I says, I've lost my ticket, but they charged me the 4,000 yen. They were going to let me in, but that'd have been too much. I'm drinking it was a long video, wasn't it? It was a fucking good day, that is. But drinking all the whiskies that I'd never heard on, like 12, 15, 20-year-old whiskies. They're fucking beautiful, really. Lots of them. Lots of the whiskies were fantastic. I thought I was going to have a scrap that day, but I didn't. I just enjoyed it so much. No, where that was at, it was in Fukiage. And my wife said that's my favourite station, because I call it Fukiage. And that is in Nagoya. It's a big exhibition hall. And it was there this year as well. And the fucking day after, my mate got in touch with me and he told me he got a free ticket. But I was just too busy to go, so. Yeah, well, you can, fuck man, I'm waiting for the. Oh, I did do one more. My wife, when she loved me, she used to find out all these drinking things for me. And one was at a big international hotel, is it called Canada? Boston Hotel in Kanayama, and just near, I suppose it's still in Nagoya, part of Nagoya. It was like 1,500 yen, 1,500 yen, all you can drink wine tasting. I got 3 bottles of wine. I was pissed within 50 minutes. It was great. I don't think I've heard of that one. Tez, Will? Kill, marry, what's wrong with fuck? Yeah, probably fuck PewDiePie. Kill, now put Ryan in a cage and have him as a pet. Can you go in those women's expos? It's no problem. Or would there be a problem if they said it's only open to women? Sexual demonstration, discrimination, I mean. Yeah, I like going around the supermarkets for the free. I went in a big posh shop the other day looking for free sake, but they didn't have any. I wonder if I will ever get to Las Vegas again. I think I've been 2 times, 3 times. I went there a few weeks ago. We were rushed for time, like, but I did get that fucking massive chicken, which was fantastic. I think I could have lived a week off that chicken. It was about 650, 700 yen. They're fucking massive. And I went with my new mate Johnny. We went to a fucking. He wanted a curry, which wasn't sweet, because all like serious Indian people or Pakistan people are always slagging the Japanese off for making the curry sweet and the naan bread sweet. And he liked the curry. I didn't like mine. He had a dal. I had the ing. And but it was shit. And the cunt, he said for this thing, he said 1,000 yen. Ended up fucking costing 4,500 yen. The Punjab cunt. Oh, she's alright. Nice cute chick they're living now. Oh, that sounds alright, Ed. I tell you what, I saw the first time I saw the big hot dogs at Costco. They're about, I don't know if any of you guys, if most of you guys have been, but they're massive. And I thought, fucking hell, I want one of those. And my karate teacher mate, he's a member of Costco, and he bought everybody these massive, and I tasted them. Fucking shite. They're Absolutely fucking horrible. Good morning, Pack. I can't catch that name, pal. What is it, Pack? Pack Jifun. Pat, what kind of fucking name's that? Oh, Accidental B. Good morning. But the chicken and the cheese out of this world. Well, they haven't got so much cheese, but I did enjoy getting some. I got some red cheese from there, red cheddar. That was nice. Pack chiffon. Oh, if anyone's here by mistake or PewDiePie, please check out my channel, Gary, and click the notification bell so you can find this face again. Antiliana. Okay, Antiliana, nice to meet you. Tez, I've got loads of, just give me a topic, mate. Yeah, there could be one. I've got a few anecdotes about Rocky. What's his name? Sylvester Stallone. The guys from Wall Street Blues. 24 shot in. You know that what made me laugh about that Jack Bauer, that's it. And he was supposed to be like some kind of secret spy or secret agent. Then every time he went, every time he went anywhere, he fucking shout out at the top of his voice, "My name's Jack Bauer." And then the next thing you think, the fucking Chinese had kidnapped him and took him to China for killing that agent. Dorsey con. It's raining Sakura falling. Is it the rivers will be okay? I might have told this story before. Ed might have. Okay, Tez has asked for a crazy story. Okay, so when I had to come back from New Zealand all of a sudden because I lost all my money. It's about fucking, I don't know, it might have been $10,000 or $17,000, I think, something like that. And my brothers, I put my brothers up, one of them for 2 or 3 years and the other for 8 years of like fucking £5 a week that I let them share the mortgage, but they couldn't put me up. My one brother put me up for one night, the other brother put me up at his drug dealing mate's house. He was into heroin, and I was there with my Bergen on. My Bergen is a big green backpack which you put all your army stuff in. And I was in the front room, I was on the sofa of this house. I've been there this was the second morning, and I heard a noise. And so I went to the back door, and there's like 6 coppers breaking it down with a fucking sledgehammer. And of course, I'm still groggy, I'm thinking, well, what's happening here? Only because we're from the drug squad or something like that. And so we're in the front room, and I said, look, I've just got here from Japan, I've been travelling, and this a friend of my brother's. I'm now going to make money off him. And so this guy's like, he goes, and he's like, I'm stood in front of him, and it's about similar size to me, maybe small. I don't know, I can't remember. And he says, am I gonna find anything in your pockets? I says, no, there's no needles. And I said, needles, for example. He goes, no, of course not. I'm not one of those people. And then I says, I've been to Japan. And he said to me, is it true they've got smaller condoms in Japan? And I said, why do you need some? And but I didn't actually say that, but it came to me like later in the day. His mates were there. They would have taken the piss out of him for years to come. But that's so I didn't say that, but I wish I had said that or thought of it at the same time, because I would have said it if I hadn't been surprised at like fucking 6 coppers being in. There was nothing in the house, just a sofa. The house was empty, and what a lot of people do, they still claim for the house and then they rent it out. And so at that time, I don't know if you've told this, I got £22 a week. My brother was living in like an £500,000 house. He got his business had £1 million turnover, and his drug dealing mate, his heroin dealing mate, owed my brother £50. And because I stayed in this fucking house, there's no TV, there's lights, and there's nothing. It's a dump. It's an empty house. It's a shell. My brother says, can you pay? I'm getting £22 a week. And my brother asked me to pay his drug dealing mate's debt of 50 quid. I put him up for fucking 8 years while he could save a deposit for a massive house. 8 years, £5 a week. I fixed the electricity, so that was cheap. So he had no fucking overheads. He didn't buy a fucking thing for the house. He did buy a fucking thing. Not one fucking thing. That's my youngest brother. So I was in touch with him maybe a year ago, and I was very drunk, and I threatened to punch him to death. It's a good job I'm not in the fucking same city. Anyway, that's one of the nicer stories. No, they're not. They just shoot. Like, no, they're not at all. Things have happened, Ed, but in not like America, where they just shoot you for fucking talking. No, I don't think. I think Japanese police will only fire if they've been fired upon. I think that but Japanese police are good at shooting themselves, killing themselves, but not other people. Well, you never know, Ed. Like I said, I'm thinking of doing telling a few stories, but just keep them on Patreon, $10. Yes, Tez, all the time. No, so you once heard this. So on Saturday night, I met my old friend Itsuo. He's been really good to me, and I'm doing a job for him on Wednesday. And we went to check with my mate Rick. We went to check this job out, and it's like in an old creaky house, and he wants to take all these things away, and he says, "Can you do?" He says, "Can you do it for $5?" My mate suggested $500. The owner said $300, so I met them halfway for $400, and my mate said, "Let's go for sushi," and that's like music to my ears because it's always going to a nice place. So I went to a nice place, had some abalone, I think it is, and in a little pot and with mushrooms. Fucking beautiful this food really was. And then I said to the guy behind the counter, "Can I have Joe Teka?" Now Tekamaki means like tuna roll, Joe Ticker means it's a grade up. And it's like looking at me going out, and I'm thinking, well, you fucking work in a sushi shop, how the fuck can you not have heard of Joe Ticker? Joe means good, but he gave me Toro Ticker, but Toro Ticker is more expensive, and it's a bit too fatty for me, believe it or not, so I prefer Joe Ticker. And then ends up, the first few beers just went down like fucking no one's business, and I maybe had about 5 beers there. Then I went onto the hub, and I made a blog, and then I left that. I went into a convenience store, and as I'm going in, this fucking guy's coming out, and he just like started screaming at me. And I'd say, "Shut up, you fucking," because I'm pissed now, drunk, not angry. So I said, "Shut up." Maybe I was pissed twice, yeah, drunk and angry. So, "Shut up, you fucking cunt." And this is at the top of my voice going into the shop. There's a little Chinese kid there, and he fucking repeated me. Probably from Hong Kong. And this little fucking 3-year-old kid's going, "Fucking cunt." Anyway, so I then go further on my journeys. Hello, Dark BB. I go further on my journeys, and I'm in the second hub, and I think I'm doing something there. Then I go on the third hub, and everyone's asking me, Tez, what your question? And everyone's saying, "Where you from? Where you from?" And they all like, you know, like I say, I get approached all the time. And I just shouted in the pub at the top of my voice. Don't forget, I'm really pissed now, drunk. And I shouted real loud, and I got everybody to quieten down. And I just said, "Look, it's fucking not where you from, it's where are you from?" And like one of the bar staff is coming up to me, "Gary, you're all right?" I said, "Yeah, fine." Because you just get pissed off of how they say it. You know, they've had 12 years of fucking of English language, and they can't even form the most basic fucking question. Yeah, I bet if I lived in America, going to your question, I think I'd be fucking scared as well. That is, actually, they seem to have like calmed down it. Like the Daily Mail, now it's all fucking Brexit. They don't mind filling our brains with Brexit, but they've stopped all the cops killing innocent people video news. It's over 1,000 a year, isn't it? Last few years. Dark BB, are you a PewDie fan? Someone told me he was in Japan a few days ago, so I'll have to check that out. I'll have to check that video out. And I've heard that he wants to come to Japan or live in Japan. Bro Fist Gary, not sure what that means, Walter. Tezcan, where are you from? Is that a plain word between Terry and Texan? I wonder if I've got okay. Brofist. Is this one of PewDie's one of PewDie's themes? Whatever happened to his theme with those two guys? Were they from India, those guys, when they're holding up like I would just say messages about Jews? You know, if that had been anyone else, they'd have been their channel would have been cancelled without a doubt. Unless, yeah, the Fiverr Funny guys, yeah. It's only 9. I told you the other day, didn't I? I'm not an alcoholic. I don't. The only time I had a drink by myself was at the, it was about 11 o'clock, 10:30, 11 o'clock in the morning, and that was at the Sakura, and I just fancied a Nama beer, and it was nice. Then I fancied, have you, I'll have to check, when I get home I'll have to check it out on the computer. I think I deserve like another half hour in bed. Because yesterday I've had fucking 200 kilograms of fucking crap on the back of my truck, and yesterday I managed to get it all sorted out, and I'm really happy about that. Because it makes other jobs easier to do. The Japanese people are nice. Yeah, they don't drink too much. This is the only place I know where they call ambulances regularly to help Japanese people, drunken Japanese people, to hospital. I did, like about a month ago, 2 months ago, I saw this ambulance pull up in town, so I turned the bike around, went to film it. This guy comes out of this basement drink house. He's the guy I know. He's the shacho of this company where I get stuff from. And actually I should fucking get a pen and write down all these things that people are telling me to watch. He met up with some old drinking friends, and one of the drinking friends had drank too much. They called the fucking ambulance to take him away, and that's not rare, honestly. How many times has an ambulance been called to you? So I was doing a stream last night from the 2 hours in the fucking yakitori center I had, and this guy, I forget his name, and he said the last time he was drinking, we're talking about drinking sake, he was found in bushes, or he found himself in bushes near a station with his wallet missing and his trousers around his ankles and his underpants. There you go. Yeah, like I said, I'll have to do it one Saturday night, Ed, but I've been going out Saturday nights recently. But you're alright for a Sunday morning, aren't you? Asian Andy, I wonder if I can remember that. If on my next video, when I make, because I don't usually go back to these, so if on the next video I make, if you can just like mention that, as a reminder for that channel I suggested. I don't know, it's the way I am. There's, I get about a bit. Yeah, it's this guy. So I know this guy, known him years. We were in the writers group together. And I said the next time, good night, Ted Cam. Thanks a lot, pal. So have a binge watch on the channel, and look, just put any word in: fight, drink, and just put it in and see what comes up. Like 4,800 videos, something like that. Thanks for watching, Tez. Cheers, pal. Bye bye. You never answered that, Tez can. Alright, cheers, Walter. Good night, pal. Maybe we should look into setting up how to do that. Asian Andy. Oh, still 8 people there. If you don't know the channel, please click on, do a binge watch. Just type in my name, R Gary, and click the notification bell, and like I say, any subject I've probably covered. The only thing I haven't covered is probably a Dirty Sanchez. So yeah, just look it up. Yeah, like I said, I used to be on this other one, but they never invited me onto like a hangout. I could watch, but I don't think I can't remember too much. But it was called Three Old Men or something like that, or 30D Old Men. But they used to go out at 9 o'clock 9 or 10 o'clock on a Saturday night. Oh, that was like Japan time. I should get some more of that squirty stuff on the head there. Right, Ed, I think I'm gonna maybe have another 30 minutes and then finish the back of the truck out, put all the valuable materials in one bag and maybe go to market and sell it. Thanks for visiting again, Ed. Have a good a night or morning it's got to be night, isn't it? Have a good in Las Vegas. Cheers, pal. Good night, everybody who's popped in. Like I say, click the notification bell. Tell PewDiePie I love him. If he wants to be my boy, I'll adopt him. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.